You know what I did when I was still in high school? I drew up an African continent with a question mark in it. And my class teacher was like, yo guys, I gave you an assignment and then you just drew me an African continent with a question mark on it. I was like, that's my name. Even now, I still haven't found out what's the reason why am I doing in Africa. But as time goes by, I'll definitely get the answer. And here's the answer now. Wow, Phelindaba, my Phelindaba, ne? By the way, guys, I'm Khwitsi Mangoswan. I was born and raised in Soweto. I'm 41 years of age. I'm with my partner here. Mama in Portia. Phelindaba, guys. Phelindaba is situated on the southwest of Soweto, in the outskirts of Soweto, towards Randfontein. Phelindaba is one of the biggest informal settlements currently in South Africa, with a population of plus minus 50,000 people residing here permanently. With the number of stands, we're having 14,556 stands. Phelindaba was established in 2020. It was during lockdown. We were facing the COVID-19 restrictions. Life in Phelindaba is a bit it's tough. It's tough. The rate of unemployment is high. Teenage pregnancy as well. The usage of drugs. These are some of the challenges that we're dealing with. The major wish list. The most important thing is the title deed. Now that we're having a community like this, our fight now is supposed to go where? To the South African Chamber of Mines and fight for our title deed. And we actually want to enforce them to release the title deed and hand it over to the city of Johannesburg. We are the ones who are taking the fight to them. They never thought we'll actually challenge them and try and get legal assistance. The lawyers and advocates and stand on our ground. So it's what we actually do. That's how we actually manage to beat the system.
We haven't got land. We've got democracy, but we've got no land. That's why we end up being up here. Sometimes when Mugabe used to say, well, during that time Mandela was still alive. But I think it was just trying to mock our democracy and say to these people, you can go to South Africa, where they've got democracy, but they don't have land. Land is very important. Land is very important, and we don't have land. And I don't think we'll ever be able to have land. We're going to end up in places like this. I don't know what can I say. But on my side, I've seen very little change. Very little change. Very little change. And when I think about the money that is being wasted, that has been stolen, that could have changed our life, it just makes me feel hopeless. Because for 30 years, there should be a change. Even if it's not that big change, but there should be a change.
My name is John Moyana. I'm 42 years of age. I'm a co-founder of Phelindaba. Since the beginning of Phelindaba, yes, initially we had challenges as far as the infrastructure is concerned. We had nothing when we came here initially. The challenge of us being here, it was because of so many reasons. that are happening in our country. The situation there, it was a man who was a chronic, he's a non-chronic patient, but he went to a toilet and he just fitted, he had seizures and he died on the toilet. And the ambulance was phoned and the police, but for 6 hours, it's only now at around 12 o'clock that they responded, since 7 o'clock in the morning. So you can tell to say their response or their service to us in this informal settlement is poor.
Okay.
One of the biggest challenges that we're having in Phelindaba, we don't even have a police station. We're having a plus minus 50,000 community members here. And other surrounding townships as well, the likes of Snake Park, Green Village, Lufering. If you combine all these numbers, they go way above 500,000. With only one police station, how will these guys manage to serve such a huge number of population with only 3 bakkies? And these guys are actually understaffed. So now, these are some of the resources that we need in Phelindaba.
How often do the police come here?
The police visibility this side, oh, it's a disgrace, bro. I don't know. They come if they feel like coming. If something could happen now and I take my phone and phone the police, they might take something like 5 or 6 hours before they could have come here. Sometimes they don't even show up at all. We have to hire a car and go straight to the police station.
Initially, we were never recognized. I'm reminded of a situation that we had, I think it was a year ago, where we went to Kagiso police station to report a crime. There was a murder that took place in Phelindaba, and when going there to ask for their assistance, we were told to say they don't even recognize us. And we went beyond to the other police station nearby, which is Doronko police station, and we never received any form of assistance.
It's warm. Whoa. Thank you. Oh, that I'm a cheap spin on my butt. Oh, we have We eat our breakfast in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah. First 2 days, when the movement was now hot, as soon as we now reached out to the communities out there, using WhatsApp and Facebook, everything. So now what we did is the reigning councillor by then was furious with us. The reason being, how can we call all these communities to this land which he claimed to own by then? So now, late at night, he used to deploy, he used to send police and everyone to come look for us. We used to sleep on top of this reservoir. Just take the stairs here and sleep there. By then, a number of guys were thinking, here's the owner of the Kadhantu, here's the owner of this house. When they were thinking we are hiding inside the house, we are not actually inside the house. We are on top of the reservoir. Now, the third day, we had to strategize now and change everything, because now there were rumors that the reigning councillors managed to hear where we're hiding ourselves. We chose the salons now, where they're cutting hair. It was pain, bro. You can't sleep on a chair. During winter, inside the shack, it's highly impossible.
In our site, we have managed to get the waters, to steal the water from the government and doing inyoga pipes to get the water. So this one, this borehole, I still remember when we started to drilling this borehole, they closed 2 boreholes. This one is not closed. Those people, they said this borehole, it can be used by the community to get water, because they see the way communities suffering with the water. They see trucks are crossing to deliver waters. this water can manage to go deeper until Delinkani, Phelindaba, that side, and even this side. Those people, they want water, they can manage to get the water here.
There was a sound of hammer, shakes, people celebrating now that we're having our own land. Do we have a place now that I could call a home? We're living under strict conditions when it comes to COVID-19. We are being forced to live on these tin shacks. I mean, on the RTP houses, whereby there's only one bedroom house with 6 family members. We're not actually going to survive COVID. Here's land. Come, let's build shacks here. And then once we build shacks, that's when maybe we're going to survive the COVID-19 as well. Why we chose to make it 15 by 20. In Soweto, when you go to the houses in Soweto, all of the majority of the houses that were built by the government, the apartheid regime government, all of them are also 15 by 20. So instead of us going lesser than that, we chose to keep it that way because of now. If one could have a 15 by 20 and build a 4-room house, still you'll be left with space to build backyard rooms. So in some families, you find there's only one breadwinner, and there's a family of about 6 or 7 people. And now, for them to actually generate more income, they have to rely on their backyard rooms as well. I mean, life is expensive in South Africa now. The price of petrol alone is way insane. The price of paraffin is way insane. The price of bread is way insane. For instance, if someone who's getting paid 3,500 a month, it's nothing at the end of the day. Because let's say you're staying in Pinda and working in Randburg, you're going to actually utilize the rest of the money on the transport. Now people, since they came here, they are capable of now starting to grow their own vegetables. Meat is expensive. Even I myself, I cannot afford to buy a pack of 2 kg chicken pieces weekly. I can't. So now in order for me to sustain myself, I have to go back to the soil as well and see what is that I need to produce and eat with my family. If I could grow spinach, grow cabbage, grow potatoes, grow onion, then I'm sorted.
Oh, this one. This one is nice when you cook. They call chimulia. Is a like something like a spinach, but it's like a cabbage. If you cook we mix with the meat, or you'll get a nice flavor, a nice juicy great one, full meat with chimulia. It's a nice thing. If you see, it looks like cabbage.
Initially, when I thought of making a library, myself, I'm an academic. So I saw a gap in the system. Since this it was an informal settlement, and people were immigrating from their previous places to come here with their own kids, but only to find out that they were not assisted because of the condition that we were in as this informal settlement. Remember, in South Africa, we're having 11 official languages, and the media of instruction is English. So if that child cannot read or write, it is a problem. It is a right to go to school for any African child, and it is a right for us as community leaders or as parents to be involved in the development of our kids. Any community member who has any books that they are no longer in use for them, they must donate them here. So that if any child comes up with maybe a homework for physical science or mathematics, in that donation of books, maybe there is a relevant book that they can pick and assist that child. Fridays. Okay. Parents need to commit to work, enter from work to Phelindaba. And children needs to go to school and from school to Phelindaba. We were able to get taxis running in Phelindaba. Phelindaba is an informal settlement, and we went around here. There was no school around here. So, and we had a challenge because these children who are residing with their parents in Phelindaba needs to go to school, but there's no school. So, but through the leadership that we have in Phelindaba, we were able to make it a point that these kids goes to school. We engaged the SGB of the surrounding schools. We engaged with the principals and with the department to able these children to be admitted. For Phelindaba to be where it is today is because of political tolerance. We are all community members before belonging to any political party. United Front, we shall win and we shall make Phelindaba a success.
The meaning of the word Phelindaba simply means end of story. Why we chose the word Phelindaba? We as South Africans, as citizens of this country and a community member here in Phelindaba, we actually grew tired of all the promises that were made by our government. So as soon as we established this place, we chose to go with the name Phelindaba, and after all the battles that we had with with the government, today I'm proud to say that we're now being recognized.
The biggest success of Phelindaba is that we were able to provide people, particularly people of South Africa, with a place to stay since the pandemic have started, and it have hidden in the workers of South Africa, so they couldn't manage to maintain their rents and their bonds. So hence we resulted and resonated to be in Phelindaba.
I feel that there is hope in this place, that it will one day be a nice location.